What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, Brandon, with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you another fantastic Age of Empires mobile video for you today. First of all, happy Monday, folks. We'll be talking about the brand new hero that they just added to my server, 42. His name is Cid. Cid is a Marshal Cavalry hero. He is available in the Advent wheel, and he is incredibly powerful and will reshape the Marshal Cavalry setup that I previously used for the last week or so. Okay? As you can see here, I have Cid plugged into my Marshal Cavalry setup. He's only level 66. It's going to take me a few days to get enough experience tomes to get him to 95 and get his skills leveled up, but he's already performing really, really well. Let's take a look at what this setup does and why I replaced Bushra, okay? So, first off, Cid is absolutely fantastic, okay? His main rage skill has a relatively low rage cost, and he gets 100 rage upon entering battle. So he will activate this rage skill about 10-15 seconds into the fight, okay? And it's not going to do any damage. This skill is going to actually slow down the enemy, keep them from traveling fast. It's going to reduce the damage that the enemy does, and it's going to reduce the healing that they take. But the important thing here is the slowing debuff that they apply for 9 seconds here, right? For 12 seconds. And during those 12 seconds, his signature skill will gain a double damage bonus, essentially doing double the damage if the enemy target is in the slowdown state, okay? His signature skill already does pretty solid damage, and having it doubled makes it one of the highest damage signature skills in the game. It's really, really tremendous, especially as you start to get him to 3 stars and 5 stars. His 3-star and 5-star abilities are going to add incredibly higher damage to that. If you look at his 5-star skill, it almost doubles the damage of his already high damage signature skill. So if you are going to whale out, Cid's going to be crazy, crazy powerful at 5 stars. Or if you're going to be like a low spender like me and have him at 1 star, you're still going to get the activation chance, which is great. So I do highly recommend getting him to at least 1 star for the higher activation chance on Patriotism, okay? With the higher activation chance, it's up at 24%, which is decent. 20% at the base is definitely pretty low, so you want the 1-star rating, okay? The other skills I highly recommend you guys try out on this build is going to be the double attack skill. This is going to put him into a double attack state, since these are on attack procs, secondary strikes. You definitely want to have more basic attacks. That's going to lend itself to triggering a lot more of these patriotisms during the slowdown debuff, okay? And finally, Roar of Victory is a tremendous, tremendous skill. I'm using this because I'm also using it on Tariq in this build. This is going to give me additional rage. It's going to be a little bit of damage. The damage is pretty decent. And then it's going to give me, again, rage to help me activate more of these Anthem of the Knights for the main skill, okay? And that's really the goal here. So, again, combined with Tariq, who is also using a Roar of Victory, we should see a lot of activations, and Tariq himself gives him a very high chance to activate his own secondary skills. So you should see lots of activation triggers here, allowing you to generate rage multiple times throughout the fight, which is really, really great, okay? Tariq is also using Active Mercy, which is a massive damage skill. So he actually does pretty good damage as a support here in the 3rd string. Yi Song-gi. Now, a lot of builds, including the recommended build, don't have Yi Song-gi in the setup. They actually put Bushra in here. It's Cid, Bushra, Tariq. I tried that. I did not like the performance. I like having Yi Song-gi in the setup. He does great damage. He has, again, a very high chance to trigger his secondary skills here. Okay, so he does a great job, and I'm going to keep using him for now. And he does not have a chance to generate additional rage, but like I said, he does do decent damage. And you could swap one of these skills out. You could swap out Peerless Strike for Bloodthirst, which will be a little bit less damage, but more sustained. It's really up to you. Having Cid here as a high damage dealer is actually going to boost the damage of your overall setup significantly. So keep that in mind. This is now going to turn from being a support build when I had Bushra, Tariq, and Yi Song-gi here. It's going to now change from being a support build to being actually a pretty decent damage output setup, okay? So that is Cid, ladies and gentlemen. The other skills, like I said, you could put in place. Furious Charge is going to give him incredible stacking damage. Okay, there is definitely an argument to use Furious Charge instead of double attacks. That is a great argument to have. The reason why I'm using double attacks is because it will trigger both the Roar of Victory after basic attacks, as well as his signature skill, and then also weak spot attack. So if you did happen to drop Roar of Victory and double attack, you could use Furious Charge and weak spot attack and have a massive damage bonus, okay? Your weak spot attack, 30% damage bonus for 3 seconds at max level. Obviously, your Furious Charge, this will stack up, give you about 100% bonus damage after you have 5 stacks. So between those two skills, you'll have 130 plus or minus % bonus damage to his signature skill, which is going to make it absolutely a thunder cannon as well, okay? So that is the other route you could go if you decide not to go this rage regen, more activation setup. You could go Furious Charge and weak spot attack to get a crazy amount of damage stacks. Okay, so that is the video, folks. If you've enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe. Cid is in the game, folks. Here to stay. Love you a long time. Randy out.